Okay. Hopefully this helps. Welcome back. Welcome back to playing through the MSQ again because I am a madman. Anyway, we are off to investigate some of these suspicious activities. The Ixali activity has been increasing since the appearance of an as yet unknown individual in the Twelveswood. So we are going to go investigate the life mend stump. And see what's going on over there. I sure do hate trying to figure out how to cross this river as a sprout. Yeah, I did it. Okay. Hunting log. Always do your hunting log, kids. There we are. Just talking about shafts. That's really the name of the achievement. They should call it something else. One more. Alrighty. Kabam. Oh. It's been some time since I've been over here. Oh, look at these fung bars are also part of my hunting log. Pew pew. Pew pew. I've done it. Oh my, that's so pretty loud, huh? Hello, mysterious magic blade. We were about to enter an instance battle. Instance battles only occur during certain quests and missions. Take a moment to read the information displayed in the help window before answering the call of duty. No. What a weird sword. My spidey sense is tingling.
Look, someone's already here.
Oh, it's voiced.
Oh dear. Is that a sword in a stump? Bad idea. Really bad idea.
Well, I didn't do it.
It takes a lot less than that to incite the green wrath, you know? Why, the first time we came to the twelveswood, we almost ended up as a stranger dinner, just for crashing our airship in the wrong case.
No, not this
It was
one.
all Papolino's fault, of course. Though, he'd sooner swallow his staff than admit that he's wrong.
I was wondering how long she was going to keep talking.
You know her, Kuplo Cobb?
Well, not exactly, but we did once share a carriage. Isn't that right?
How are the readings?
Same as the last. There is a disturbance here as well, and newly manifested at that. Kuplo Kopp seems convinced of your innocence. But if this isn't your doing, whose is it?
Ever since the calamity, the forest's been really sensitive. The slightest disruption to the etheric flow, and this sort of thing happens.
Well, it wasn't me. Oh no. Man, their eyes always freak me out. They're like really spooky eyes.
It seems we have little choice.
I sure don't do much damage. Alright, I'm just here for moral support, I guess. Acorn Armageddon. Are you guys tired? Thanks for the carry. It matches my earring.
Hear, feel, think.
Spooky.
Crystal bearer.
Crystal bearer.
I am Heidelin, all made one. A light there once was that shone throughout this realm, yet it hath since grown dim. And as it hath faltered, so hath darkness risen up in its stead, presaging an end to life. For the sake of all, I beseech thee, deliver us from this fate. The power to banish the darkness dwelleth in the crystals of light. Journey forth and lay claim to them. By thy deeds shall the crystals reveal themselves to thee. Only believe, for the light liveth in thy heart. Shine thy light on all creation.
You fainted. A surfeit of ether, no doubt.
So smug.
And what have we here?
Our culprit, it would seem, an Ixal. And no ordinary Ixal either. a chieftain. That they would venture this deep into enemy territory, the beastmen may indeed be acting under orders. This is Papalimo. We found
How
the
are we
culprit.
feeling then?
It was an excellent
Better?
chieftain.
Good.
Yes, we'll seek Brother Esumian's cooperation in the matter. Ida? Oh, loud, tactless. Much the same as always.
Giant crystals? Can't say I've seen any. Are you sure you're feeling better?
She's like, there's a giant crystal like in every city.
Understood. Over and out. Kuplokon, please bear word of these developments to Brother Esumian. We shall soon return to give a full report.
Understood. Over and out. Kupo!
Here is where we part ways. Till next time, take care.
He's okay, good luck with your crazy visions.
I think that sword might be a clue. You should definitely pull it out and take it back to the Bannock. You don't suppose that adventurer could see Kuplokon, do you?
And this occurs to you now? Yes, it seemed that way. Time will tell.
Oops.
Well, time will have to, because you won't. You never tell me what's really going on. Unless you don't know what's going on either.
You'd like that, wouldn't you?
I've done it. Okay, I'm gonna take this sword and head back. Hello. Here is a magic blade. Oh, I'm supposed to be reading it. Yeah, they're, you know, Yida and Papalimo, they're definitely not suspicious. Indeed, they often assist the gods Quiver and the Wood Whalers in their work, as much as I hope you will in the days to come, Chantel. Although our unknown visitor eludes us still, owing to your efforts, we have acquired important intelligence on the Ixali threat. You have my gratitude. We are fortunate indeed to have a capable adventurer such as you aiding us. I pray we will continue to serve the people of Gridania in whatever capacity you are able. Ta-da! Wishes you to collect Chigoe egg sacs. Chantal, injuries to several of my men have left me short-handed, and I require a capable sort to complete their unfinished duty. Task is simple. Put down as many of the local Chigoi population as necessary to acquire 3 of their egg sacs. Having done so, you are to deliver them to Monranguin at Gilbert's Spire. He will answer any queries you might have. Now I have other business to attend to. Aye, aye, Captain. Something opened up over here. What is this? The housing? Yeah, housing. We'll do housing another day. Yoink. Pew. Pew. Hello, Monranguin. Ah, you must be the adventurer standing in for our injured companions. Terribly unfortunate business, that. Seems, however, you had little trouble gathering the egg sacs in their stead. Excellent work. I shall have them sent over to the Trappers' League immediately. Lest you wonder, these egg sacs are not destined for the dinner table. Members of the Twin Adder and the Wood Whalers are assisting the League by collecting the samples they need to check for signs of sickness. The Chigoi you see is one of the few creatures capable of transmitting the disease known as the Creeping Death. Until relatively recently, any hero who contracted this ghastly illness would almost invariably perish. Indeed, a single outbreak once claimed the lives of 1/3 of the Hurrian population here in Gridania. That was a long time ago, of course. With the medicines available to us now, the Creeping Death is not the killer it once was. Even so, it is best to halt any new outbreaks before they occur. Thus, we gather Chigoi eggs on a regular basis in order to assist the Trappers' League with their ongoing research. Your timely assistance is most appreciated. You're welcome. The guard at Gilbert Spire's name, Monranguin, needs you to recover the surveying equipment left behind in a cave by a startled recruit. Such an embarrassing turn of events. I sent a recruit from the Bannock on a surveying expedition, only for the craven to turn tail and flee at the first sign of trouble. That is not how we treat requests from the conjurers. As if such a poor showing weren't bad enough, the lily-livered half-wit left behind the surveying equipment provided by Hero Pauline herself. While I attempt to instill some backbone into this so-called soldier, would you mind recovering the survey equipment and returning it to Hero Pauline at Gavino's Bower? According to my recruit's tale of woe, there should be a set of survey records, a surveyor's rope, and 2 boxes of surveyor's equipment strewn about in the interior of a cave south of here. It's a wonder the damn fool didn't lose his boots. Matron, watch over you. Hello. He needs a high potion. I caught a scurry of squirrels gnawing on the fences earlier. They decided to gnaw on me instead. I don't know if I do have a high potion. Here you go. Thanks. I guess it doesn't really matter that much. Here we go. Put your damn thing away. Put the weapon away. I think we're going to be down there anyway, so we'll just run back through here. Charge. This will be fine. Hello. Yes, may I assist you with some matter? Oh, but this is the equipment I left with the soldiers of the Bannock. Fled at the first sign of danger, you say. I see. Well, all is not lost. It appears the recruit managed to complete the surveying assignment. The records are actually quite detailed. With the changes wrought by the calamity, I thought it wise to send the Order of Twin Adder on a number of expeditions to map the region's topography. As fortune would have it, the officer saw these tasks as an excellent opportunity to train inexperienced soldiers. We can no longer rely on our past knowledge of the twelveswood. If we are to survive these troubled times, we must reacquaint ourselves with our surroundings that we may better discern the threats we face. Stay vigilant, adventurer. Pauline Agavinos Bauer needs an adventurer to pull the growing anole population, as well as gather one of the scalekin's eggs. I hesitate to make such a dangerous request, but might you assist us in thinning the number of anoles on Naked Rock? In our efforts to commune with the elementals, we conjurers often find ourselves in the area. Of late, however, our meditations have all too frequently been interrupted by unprovoked anole attacks. Truly, the beasts grow more aggressive by the day. Their numbers have continued to grow since the advent of the 7th Umbral Era, you see, forcing packs of the Scalekin to come down from the mountains in search of food. If you could slay a handful of the beasts, that should lessen their need to hunt and also serve as a warning to the anoles who remain within their territory. But I am afraid you must do more than thin the existing population. If we are to truly break this spiraling growth, we must also target their future offspring. Bring me one of their eggs, and you will have played your part in returning balance to this area of the forest. Parasite fungoir infestation. God damn you, mushroom-headed, spindly-legged, spore-spewing abomination. Suck the life out of my precious trees, will you? Damn you to the 7... Oh, thank the matron. You look like just the sort to help me with this nightmare. My poor trees, trees I have tended since they were scarcely saplings, I might add, have been infested with parasite funguars. If I let those pests have their way, my babies will be naught but deadwood before the week is out. Smear a little of this amber unguent. Here we go again. And we learned so many new words with this game because they use such strange... What does it say?
Unguent.
Unguent. Smear a little of this amber unguent on an infested tree, though, and the horrid creatures will drop clean off, allowing you to administer adventurer-style vengeance. Ha 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 ha! Did you hear that, you malignant toadstools? Your end is nigh. You'll rue the day you... My apologies. The wrath was upon me. Fear not, I am now quite calm. So the funguars, bastards that they are, have attached themselves to 3 trees. Once you've ground those treacherous mushrooms into a pulp beneath your righteous boots, come back and tell me exactly how it felt. Alright, buddy. Can I get out this way? No. Ah, release me. There we go. Hello. Well, did you take care of my funguar infestation? Yes, at last I can enjoy a restful night's sleep. I must say, I'm glad to meet an adventurer of such talents. Just look at you in all your fungus-splattered glory. You have my thanks. You're welcome. I don't think I need gear, though. Reliable adventurer to cull the ever-increasing microchew population. After the thrashing you gave those infernal funguars, I do believe you might be the very person to solve another problem of mine. Microchews. These vile little beasts draw their sustenance directly from the soil. Ordinarily, the forest would be too happy to provide, but these days there are just too bloody many of them. So many, in fact, they're leaching every last nutrient from the ground. You think the soil was put here just for you and your microchew mates? Ah! I should go over there and... Well, I'm not rightly sure what it is I should do, but someone should certainly do something. And soon, before I apologize. The rage, you see, it takes over and there's naught I can do but fume and splutter. If you could see your way to exterminating 8 or so of these soiled despoilers, you would have my eternal gratitude. Once you've taken care of the microchew, I'd be grateful if you would report to Aldfrith. You'll find him just outside. I hear the degradation of the soil has been as much a source of consternation to him as it has been to me, and I'm sure he'd appreciate knowing the problem's been solved. Pew! 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 I have done it. Oh, you first, I guess. Ah, you have returned. Now my brothers and sisters continue their meditations undisturbed. You have my thanks. As for the egg, may I ask you to deliver it to Sue Camazome at the Bannock? Anole eggs are both large and filled with nutrients, the perfect meal for a soldier. She will be more than a little pleased to see you, I should imagine. Okie dokie. I will do that. Hello, person. You say you've slain a good number of those microchews? Well, that is a welcome piece of news. I was afraid old Gavino would take an axe in hand and try to hack apart the pest himself. Perhaps now his troubled mind might know some peace. You have my thanks. Ooh, a belt. Alrighty. Choose a Bannock. Hello. Who goes there? Oh, Chantel, it's you. Another delivery? Melon-sized egg. They grow very big. It seems strange that they would have eggs so large. But, okay. I'm not certain I should be the one to buy Nofika. That's an Anole egg. The troops will be glad indeed to see one of these at the table. And you say Hero Pauline sent you on this errand? I hear the Anoles are more numerous than ever, yet you appear to have managed the task with your skin intact. Your skill and bravery continue to amaze me, Chantel. Well, thank you. Trying to keep my inventory in order for once. Most of this low level stuff I can sell. I'll probably keep some of these things on the retainer. Chantel, thank the gods you've come. We have a potential crisis on our hands, and I would appreciate your assistance. Will you hear me out? Oh my. Investigating Spirit Hold. Listen well, for we haven't much time. To the southeast of here lies a dungeon known as Spirit Hold. It was all but destroyed during the calamity. Desiring to offer the ruins back to the forest, a hero ventured inside to carry out the rite of returning. Alas, it would seem something has gone awry. Word arrived just moments ago that the hero and his guards have been attacked by a towering shadow. Aye, you heard me true. A shadow. On any other day, I would dispatch my best quivermen to provide support. But I sent them to repel an Ixali excursion in the west near Belago. The timing of these events could not be mere coincidence. I fear the Ixal somehow caught wind of our plans and are attempting to disrupt the rite in an effort to weaken the bond between man and elemental. They must not be allowed to succeed, and so I bid you go to Spirit Hold and do whatever necessary to resolve the situation. Please say you will help us. I knew you would not let me down. You will have all the support I can muster. Now we are racing against time, so you had best make haste. What support, by the way? Who goes there? An adventurer, is it? Here at Instructor Galford's request, you say. Thank the matron. Doubtless you already know this, but a towering shadow manifested without warning and attacked the hearer in the midst of the rite. Most of his party has been successfully evacuated, but 5 remain unaccounted for. Please find them and see them out of harm's way. My first OGCD. I like Bloodletter. It's a cool ability. A great shadow towering over me. What in the 12's good grace? An adventurer? Please, you must save the hearer. Galford sent you? I'm no longer of use here. Pray help the hearer in my stead. Away, vile fiend! Away, I say! I defy you! I defy you! Huh? Oh, an adventurer. We were ambushed. Ambushed in the midst of the ritual. And then, I'm not sure what happened. You were sent to help? I fear you are too late. The ritual has failed. I must needs return to Gridania. The Seed Seers must know of this. The thing was no elemental, but a being born of darkness. The hearer languishes alone in the depths. You must help him. Sure is spooky down here. Hello. I'm here to help. O mournful voice of creation, grant ye this humble stone a soul, that it may wake to life. a bad guy. Impossible. Never has a golem been so sorely tested. Got him. That the golem could be vanquished. That woman is no ordinary adventurer. Very suspicious. Very suspicious. Oh, look who finally showed up. Damnation, he has eluded us yet again. Oh, fancy meeting you here. How are things? Fine, thanks. Whatever are you... Shh, more birds. This makes how many times today? 7? Their movements are beyond our fathoming. Do you think maybe they're trying to summon their primal? I hope not, for all our sakes, yet we must be prepared for the worst. Wizard, the same fate has befallen Emerald Moss. It is as we feared. Dalamud's anomaly is affecting life in the twelveswood. You mean the disturbance in the etheric flow? The very same. The Garleans have a lot to answer for. The imbalance they created is plunging the land into chaos, just as Louis Swarforce forewarned. It's no wonder the primals have started reappearing. Time is against us, but there is still hope for the land. We must hold fast to that hope and fight to the very last. Agreed. Wah! Stupid things. These stupid things happen to be the very latest in Charlian innovation. Show some respect. But they're so uncomfortable and ugly. If you ask me, they're an improvement over that mask of yours. Hard to believe it's already been 5 whole years, isn't it? Already? 5 years is but a heartbeat in the life of the planet. I suppose you're right. Now that I think about it, the twelveswood barely recovered at all, and the Gridanians still have the same old problems. Aye, along with some new ones. Just in case the Ixal and Garuda weren't troublesome enough, the Sylphs had to go invite Ramu, didn't they? Do you ever think about those adventurers who fought alongside us? I do. And then 5 years seems like ages. I wonder what became of them. Ah. Ida, look. Huh? Golly, and this is what exactly? Yet another disturbance in the ether, and freshly manifested at that. It seems to be emanating from Lifeman's stump. We must hurry. Are you all right? Your eyes glazed over for a while there. You were silent for 5 minutes and then said, "Uneventful." The good news is the hearer is unharmed, somewhat dazed, yes, but whole of mind and body. The bad news concerns everything else. Lest you forget, the twelveswood is the domain of the elementals. It is by their leave that man abides in the forest and avails himself of its bounty. The ground which the dungeon occupies is no different. Having no more use for the dungeon, the Gridanians sent a hearer to offer the place back to the elementals by way of the rite of returning, which is essentially an expression of gratitude. Alas, he failed to complete the ritual for obvious reasons. While the poor soul cannot be blamed for this, the fact remains that unless the elementals are given their due, they may well consider it a slight. And the very last thing the Gridanians can afford to do in these uncertain times is risk alienating the twelveswood's eternal guardians. But you have more than done your part. We shall see the hero to safety and send for his peers to finish the rite. In the meantime, please make your way outside and report to Alistan. Ah, but where are my manners? I am Papalimo, and the tactless woman beside me here is... Ida. Papalimo and I are surveying the twelveswoods together. Pleased to meet you. Ida, give me a hand, would you? Wait, there is something familiar about you. Could it be that you are... Never mind. Doubtless my eyes are playing tricks. Till we meet again. Yes, you and your special eyes. Away. No, he's still just gonna chase me out here. All this happened inside Spirit Hold? 12 preserve us. Who was that masked mage, and by what dark ambition is he driven? So many things shrouded in mystery. Well, I shan't find any answers on my own. I must needs discuss this with Galfred. The matter warrants a full investigation, if I am any judge, and that shall certainly be my recommendation. Your courage has saved many lives this day, adventurer. For this you have my deepest gratitude. Pray return to Gridania and seek out my own. I understand she wishes to thank you for your efforts on our behalf. Okie dokie, artichokey. We're just gonna teleport there. Because I'm lazy. All these people. I will go pick up my archer quest. Welcome back, Chantal. A little bird tells me the hero and his party owe you their lives. A tale for the tavern if there ever were one. It is only a shame I must ask you not to tell it, for the time being at least. Do I make myself clear? Until the hearers have made their will on the matter known, it would be best to avoid unsettling people with stories of walking statues. Alright. Now then, you must have suitable recompense for your valiant service. For the first half of your reward, I give you leave to make use of the accommodations here at the guild. Arrangements have been made, so all you need to do is speak with Antoina whenever you crave the comfort of a firm bed and a soft pillow. Inn rooms now available. For the second half of your reward, I offer you another path to fame and fortune. Guild leaves. Guild leaves are records of various requests we receive from the citizenry. They outline all manner of tasks which ambitious young adventurers like you can elect to undertake. Gontra is our guild leave official, or leave meet, here at the Carling Canopy. I have spoken with him regarding your knack for solving challenging problems, and he is eager to make your acquaintance. Guild leaves now available. By the way, have you perchance heard about the coming festival? It is truly a splendid occasion, looked forward to by young and old alike, and one I heartily recommend you take the time to enjoy. Don't be too disappointed if the recent troubles cast a shadow over proceedings, however. I fear nothing short of the mysterious interloper's apprehension can prevent that. But we were talking about you, Chantal. You have made Mother proud. I expect great things of you, young lady. Thanks. Quest complete. Now have access to recommendations. Cool. First, report. Oops. Okay. On to Bent Branch. How is my favorite fresh-faced adventurer? Oh, do not scowl so. I speak out of habit. You've come a long way since you first walked through my door, and I'll not deny it. As a matter of fact, I think it's about time you made yourself useful at Bent Branch Meadows in the Central Shroud. Unlike the recruits you see at the Bannock, the men and women out at Bent Branch are fully occupied with their own work. As such, I imagine there are more than a few who would welcome the assistance of a rapidly maturing adventurer like yourself. Bent Branch is also home to a very usefully situated aetheryte. It is, in other words, a perfect place for you to begin the next stage of your journey as an adventurer. And what better time than the present? Leave the city via the Blue Badger Gate and continue southwest until you come to a bridge. Cross it, and when you Aetheryte in the distance, you may congratulate yourself on having successfully found Branch Meadows. If you so fancy, you may make use of the Chocobo Porter service, doubtless the safest way to get to your destination. Chocobo Keep Singur should not hesitate to lend his birds to a capable adventurer like you. Oh, and be sure to introduce yourself to Keitha, the head Chocobo Wrangler, when you arrive. Guild leaves. I will do these just to get the icon off of my thing, off of my map. And we will also go and get my archer quest. Hello, I'm here for the next stage of archery. It pleases me to see how you've grown as an archer. Plainly, you have taken my counsel to heart and learned to see with your own eyes. I would now have you discover what it means to behold things from a different standpoint. You will recall Leia Leopo, one of your seniors at the guild. I have given you over to her care for this lesson. Speak with her and do as she bids. Hello. I've been expecting you, Chantel. Shall we get on with it then? First, a quick review. Remember how the Bowmaster had you seek out and destroy targets hidden throughout the city? Well, I would have you do the same. This time, however, you will need to venture outside the gates. I'm sure you've realized this by now, but there is no guarantee of safety within the Twelveswood. As you search, you should take care to mind your surroundings. You won't have the luxury of focusing solely on your quarry this time. You have to keep your eyes peeled for potential threats as well. That said, your objective is to destroy the targets alone, so avoid unnecessary combat and maintain a safe distance from any hostile creatures you encounter. Should you come under attack, take to your heels, risking direct confrontation only if you can't outrun your pursuers. Targets are hidden in the central shop. As before, use the heavy shot technique to destroy each one with a single arrow. Go well, Shinta. Okay. First of all, it's out here, right? done it. I've hunted down all the dangerous targets. Done it. Oh well, you made short work of the targets, I must say. It seems you've learned to seek your prey without being preyed upon. Let's continue then. I have a mind to give you a more practical experience. We've received a request just recently which I think will provide the perfect opportunity. It seems tree slugs and vultures have been congregating in an ever-increasing numbers in the vicinity of the honey yard, causing no end of trouble for the locals. We have been tasked with culling the beasts. This request comes directly from Stoveblade Fane. When the wood whalers and the gods' quivers cannot spare forces to attend to such matters, the conjurers often turn to us for help. Before you ask, there's good reason why they would rather not see to this particular task themselves. The creatures in question possess abilities which can cause problems for the magically inclined, but that's quite enough about conjurers' troubles. Lucienne taught you how to discern an enemy's key traits, did she not? Well, now you need to do so while maintaining situal awareness lest you be overrun. Consider this a comprehensive review of her lessons and mine own. Your orders are as follows. Head out into the East Shroud, and there put down 8 tree slugs and 8 vultures using all of your skills as an archer. Good hunting. There's okay, here I am. Got some vultures. vultures. So many vultures. They're kind of cute. Hello, I have returned. Judging by your smug expression, I'd say you acquired a feel for maneuvering to exploit enemy weaknesses whilst covering your own. Vultures are wont to keep their opponents at wing's length, and their attacks will send you flying. The solution to this is simple: maneuver to the rear. Tree slugs, on the other hand, have an annoying knack of disrupting spellcasting with their secretions. As such, you would do well to keep the creatures away from any mages in your party. Needless to say, good positioning is the key to success in battle, which is why it is absolutely essential that you know your target's traits. The knowing of these traits is a fundamental part of hunting. Before the Keepers of the Moon conceived of archery, they dwelt not in the city, but in the forest. For my people, hunting was a way of life. In hindsight, I suppose this was more a lesson on hunting than on archery. Lucienne knows well my past, so mayhap this was her intent. Hunting, too, is an art. Before I came to Gridania, I never gave it much thought, but the more I think of home, the more I begin to realize... Oh, forgive me, I'm usually not given to fits of sentiment. Truly, forget I said anything. But do not forget that a hunter must recognize her prey's weakness and strike swiftly when the opportunity presents itself. That concludes the lesson. Now I suggest you pay Lucienne a visit. She is doubtless eager to hear from you. It is good to see you, Chantal. I hope you have learned much from Lay. You, adventurer, is it true? Are you the one who slew the tree slugs and vultures? Yeah, I did. How dare she entrust the security of our people to the hands of a stranger? I knew Mikote were reckless, but she is downright irresponsible. Shame on her. Did I not warn you it was folly to suffer that woman's presence in our guild, Lucienne? Every time she wastes an arrow on game, she drags our noble art back into the darkness. Aye, and this girl too. She is an embarrassment to us all. That is quite enough, Silver. Your skill with the bow is undeniable, as is your love for our nation. Yet there is much and more you have yet to learn about archery. Chantal has matured greatly in the short time she has been with us. You know this to be true. I suggest you come to terms with Chantal's presence here. You will be giving her her next lesson, after all, unless of course you have any objections. Good. As for you, Chantal, I would have you devote yourself wholly to training ahead of your lesson with Silver. Suffice it to say, he will not be an easy instructor to impress. On that we can agree. What a racist. Before you take your leave, there is something I would tell you. You are as dedicated a student as ever set foot in these halls. In recognition of your fervor for learning, I hereby grant you permission to join the other guilds. Naturally, you will need to obtain the express permission of the relevant guildmaster, but I doubt that any would refuse one such as you. In Gridania, you'll find guilds representing lancers, conjurers, leatherworkers, carpenters, and botanists. You are free to seek membership with any that piques your interest. I ask that you keep but one thing in mind. Although there is merit in exploring new avenues, there is also virtue in pursuing a single discipline with all one's heart. The decision is ultimately yours to make. Whichever path you take, be it that of the bow or no, I shall follow your progress with great interest, for in you I see the makings of greatness. Cool. Look, is that a new chess piece? Yeah, boy. Sweet. Ugly. Ugly. So ugly. These chess pieces, man. These low-level gear is... hurting my heart. I thought I set my point. hello. Here we go. This one we'll do later. This is just housing. I guess we'll do MSQ. You must be the venturer Mayune sent word about. I'm Keith, the head wrangler around these parts. I've heard many and more things about you, good things, lest you worry. When the elder seed seer bade us welcome venturers, 'tis fair to say we had our doubts, till hard-working folk like yourself set about proving us wrong, that is. Consider me a convert. Any road, you've a mind to help out at the ranch, have you? Good. We could always do with a hand or two to keep the place running smoothly. As a matter of fact, I've a task right here that wants doing. Let me know when you're ready to get busy. Oh, and you come highly recommended, so don't go letting no one down, huh? Alrighty. Oh, here come the ugly pants. Oh no. Oh no. Well, you know. 7 L's. Some bastard Keekern has gone and broken one of me chocobo eggs. Filthy little thief was busy looting the barn when a guard startled it, prompting the damn thing to drop the egg it was clutching and run. Some of the lads gave chase, bless 'em, but when 3 or more of the vermin appeared, the lot had no choice but to turn back. Something has to be done about those Keekern. Would you mind heading over to the matron's leaves and having a word with a soldier named Rosaline for me? The ratmen nest in her neck of the woods. See, she'll know what to do. And this is the guy being creepy. He basically is wants me to ask people about Keitha. He's wasting his time with that approach. If the man is serious about owning a chocobo, he would be better served by convincing Keitha of his intent to provide the bird with proper care and attention. Yeah, it sounds like he just, I don't know, wants to kind of phone it in there. The only thing Keitha wants is for her bird to be happy. Oh, we'll do this one also. Only interested in her birds. Remove him for disturbing the peace. Oh look, a chocobo keep. Oop. I come bearing word. Everyone says, leave Miss Keitha alone. Yep, thanks. This guy, hello. Procure fence building materials from dire mites. Procure some strands of dire mite web. Sure. I've done it. Thanks. Guild Hess. Don't mind if I do. Yep. Yep. Let's do it. And I have Dynamite Web. Critical hit. I'm ready. I'm ready for killing. Hello, people. Wow. Sleeps on it. Who that is. Hello. You're here on Keith's behalf? Huh? I see. Broke one of her eggs, you say, and there were 4 of the creatures? A creature and a nuisance at the best of times, but we must now add trespass and chocobo murder to the list of transgressions. They have forced our hand. Our retribution must needs be swift and decisive. And who better than to deliver it, adventurer? Find the lair to the west of here and make example of exactly 4 Keekern scramblers. We can send no clearer message. Alright. Just fucking kill... Just kill 4 of them. It doesn't matter if they were the ones who did it. Just kill the 4 of them. important task but a necessary one. You have shown them the folly of inciting the wrath of those who consort with adventurers. Perhaps now the Keycare will think twice before giving in to their larcenous proclivities. This is kind of messed up, man. Destroyed dynamite eggs. Can do's, Bill Baby Doll. Sure-footed adventurer to pluck blue trumpets from the root of nearby Heaven's Pillar. Fancy a quick skip along the root of the Heaven's Pillar here? Need someone to pick off a blue trumpet or two. I know what you're thinking. It's not more than a mushroom, so why the commotion? I'll tell you why. You allow that fungal menace to multiply, and within a moon they'll be covering the whole damn root and rotting the wood clear through. Just watch your step while you're up there, though. The dire mites on the ground won't waste any time adding insult to falling injuries. Once you're done, head up to the top end of the route and report to Theodore. He'll be glad to hear someone's taking care of one of his dreaded chores. What are these dynamite eggs that she asked for? Hello. I've come to kill your babies. Goodbye. Oh, you cleared the root of the blue trumpets? Wonderful. To be quite honest, I have this teeny tiny problem with heights. No, this is not my ideal posting, but we all do what we must. Keeping the route passable is an important job, you see. It's one of the few ways folks can traverse the central shroud since the calamity all but split the area in twain. It is not perhaps the easiest path to walk, but there are those who believe the will of the matron herself causes tendril of a Heaven's Pillar to remain thus suspended, and that it might serve the forest people. I'm rather fond of the notion myself. I can wear any ugly hats. Looking for an adventurer to deliver a message. It is regrettably my duty to stand watch over the road from here to Branch Meadows. The ranch has become a veritable institution of Gridania, so that any threats to its continued operation are taken quite seriously by the wood whalers. Which reminds me, mayhap it was my imagination, but I believe I caught a glimpse of some shadowy fellow not too long ago. Would you mind passing word to Rosaline down below? I would go myself, but, well, it's hard enough marshalling the courage to walk the route for my shift. You're welcome. A shadowy fellow. Now that you mention it, I may have seen something. I dismissed it as a trick of the light before. but I thought I saw a shadow in the forest to the north. Still, I suspect it is nothing more than a keycrim thief on the run. If you must sate your curiosity, by all means investigate. Should you actually find something of note, I would very much like to see it. Yes, I'm sure it is nothing but a trick of the light. Thank you. Hello, I have found a leather bag. Remnants of a campfire in a forgotten bag. This could belong to any adventurer or traveler, and inside we have a chocobo grooming brush and rosling oil? But wait, why would an adventurer make camp here? Wouldn't it be far safer to beg the hospitality of Bent Branch Meadows? Bugger me, I think that this belongs to the stranger, said to be meddling with the chocobos. Thank you, adventurer. We have been lax in our duties, but no longer. I swear we will find this shadow. Nice boots. Ugly. Oh my god. All these boots. Hello. Warn other sentries. We cannot allow other sentries to dismiss similar sightings. They must know what we have learned. To that end, I've prepared this letter containing everything we know about our mysterious stranger. I need you to show it to my comrades throughout the shroud. Once each sentry has committed the details to memory, have them write their name at the bottom for confirmation. Start with Elmar at the Bannock, then find Bernard at the eastern gates of Bent Branch Meadows. They ought to relay the information to the others. Finally, make sure Elgar sees the letter. He stands watch within the stable, so if this stranger's aim is to harm the chocobos, Elgar may have to personally put an end to it. You heard me going like a big old circle, huh? You don't look like you're here for training. A shadowy figure. Understood. I'll pass word to the recruits as well as the sentries. Let me just make my mark. There, that should do. If you follow the road south, you'll find Bernard by the bridge to Bent Branch. Godspeed, adventurer. Follow the road south, huh? Hello, Bernard. You have business with me, adventurer? Rosaline is right to be cautious. For the stranger to venture so close, but go to such great lengths to remain undetected, it is highly suspicious. They clearly have designs on Bent Branch. We appreciate the help. I should write my name here, yes? And here, take it. You shall find Elgar in the stables past the Aetheryte. When birds venture, they get nervous around strangers. What's this? A shadowy stranger near the matron's leaves? You've already shown this to Bernard and Elmar, I see. Good, good. Then all that's left is to inform the staff here. Not everyone is a wood whaler, true, but even our stable boys wouldn't hesitate to take up arms to defend these chocobos. Would like to impose upon the kindness of an adventurer. You're quite the compassionate adventurer by the sound of it. Well, far be it from me to look a gift chocobo in the mouth. I have need of a capable woman like yourself. We received a peddler at the gates the other day, an excitable Lalafell that was sweating and swearing he'd been attacked by large winged beasts. Yet other than hornets, I know of no flying creatures in this region. If there's any truth to what he said, it might prove problematic for other travelers. Follow the road south and see if you can find any evidence to support his claim. And should you find something, kindly tell Lothair to patrol his area sometime instead of just standing beneath the spire and staring at the goddamn road. In those words. I feel like I'm probably going to end up with a quest to kill it anyway. Another goddamn adventurer desperate to stick her nose in everyone's business, is it? Then seek out the groundskeeper of the Tamtar Deep Craft. You'll find him in a shack just outside the entrance, as the hermit is all too happy to live close to his work. When I last patrolled the area, I could hear him swearing inside his shack from the road. I know not what vexes the man, but I suspect he'll welcome your presence more than I. Wow, alright. A northern vulture? 2? And they were defending a nest? Well, perhaps we could admit that last detail from any official reports. I would rather not give Elgar any further reasons to be cross. Thank you for slaying the beast. You may rest assured I will not permit this to happen again. Lothair, a guard at Galvan's Spire, wants you to visit the hedge tree. I have another task for you, adventurer. I need you to head to the hedge tree to the southwest of here and speak with hero Leone. After attending to the hedge tree, the hero was scheduled to board a boat from the Mirror Planks. Well, the vessel's departure time has come and gone, but there is still no sign of her. Knowing how absorbed the hero becomes in her work, I am not unduly concerned. Armel, however, was responsible for organizing Leone's transportation and is likely wondering if her wayward passenger is ever going to arrive. Perhaps a gentle reminder is in order? They're just shorthanded everywhere. There you go. Y'all literally could not have gone to the end and picked up the items yourselves. Now what? Swat some of those hornet swarms. Okay. We will go to the place. It literally doesn't matter. I like the lavender beds. That's where my main apartment is. Yeah, it's nice. It's probably visually my favorite of the housing districts. But I'm like a sucker for like the foresty places. Like, I mean, look at that. Glowing flowers. Those aren't even people's houses. Yep, no, just for adventurers. Okay. Here you go. Bag of dead hornets. Take some bottled liquor. Squeeze these bees inside. Sting brew. Alright. Here I am, beer deliverer now. I think you go there for some reason. I feel like you go this way for MSQ, so I think I'm gonna hold off on that one for now. Nothing? Huh. After a bit of work, are you? I have a task that needs doing. Take these Nemea lilies and leave them at the top of each barrel. You've doubtless seen the bones returned to life by foul magics, shambling around, harassing their surviving comrades. It hurts my soul to see it, adventurer. I cannot abide such blasphemy. 'Tis my hope that these lilies soothe their spirits and help them return to matron's bosom. See me when you've finished. Aye, aye, Captain. Thanks. Oh, right in the hedge tree. What's really weird is the all the thunder and lightning, but I don't see rain. Yes, what troubles you, my dear? Ah, yes, the boat. I'd quite forgotten. Oh, my task with the hedge tree is well unfinished, but the elementals murmur of a malevolent presence in the vicinity of Tamtar Deepcroft. I must abide a while longer, that I might better divine the source of the elemental's distress. Please inform Armel that I shall be late in arriving. Hello, I'm back. You must be desperate for work indeed if you would speak to me a second time. Either that or you never learned to leave well enough alone. If you're so bloody eager, here's another job for you. Head over to the hedge tree and clear out some of the nests of the saprophagus slugs. All you need to do is sprinkle some of this flat ale on the ground where you find moist depressions. You should soon be up to your armpits in slugs. Don't let any of the buggers slither away, and make sure you find and clear out all 3 nests. Well, I was just down there. Oh, bro, I was just down there. That is a big boy. Oh. I'm gonna be able to defeat him in 30 seconds. We're able to beat him. We did it! Hooray! This poor gladiator. They need to. Hooray, we've done it. Okay, I will do this now. It's fine. Yeah, we can do it. Drink our potion. Hooray, we did it. Oh, I'm awake. I'm paying attention. Hello. Judging by the looks of you, no slug escaped unharmed. I don't suppose you have the faintest notion of what the Tamtar Deepcroft is, do you? It's the final resting place of those who perished during the calamity. The slugs you so handily dispatched were feeding on the flowers we had laid there in remembrance of the fallen. The monsters multiply and food grows scarce. Perhaps there was naught else for them to feed on, but to see those wreaths disturbed thus was more than I could bear. Now I've said too much. Here, take your reward and leave me be. But the glasses. glasses are pretty cute. We're gonna take the glasses. You bear a message from Hero Leone, an evil presence in the deep croft. That does sound grave indeed. I shall organize a vessel for a later time then. Perhaps a bell from now? 2, make it 3, just to be safe. Thank you for your trouble. Salvage cargo from wreckage on board. A wagon that departed from Quarrymere was overturned on the road when some large, ill-tempered forest beast chose that moment to defend its territory. By Nofika's grace, the driver escaped without serious injury, but the wagon's cargo was not so fortunate. With none willing to risk another encounter with the creature, I can only assume the goods remained strewn across the ground where the incident occurred. Simply follow the road south here, and you should come across the wreckage. Salvage what cargo you can and deliver it to Keith at Branch Meadows if you would be so kind. I guess first we'll make a little stop over here. We gotta kill some buzzards anyway. Don't mind me. Soup, soup. Here we go. I did find your fishing rod. I've done it. Sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but... Hooray, I now can teleport to the residential district. I have for you brew, sting brew. This liquor is drunk for the unique and not altogether unpleasant stinging sensation. It also an indispensable tool for repelling insects. We sprinkle it over the fields where the kissel greens are planted. Hooray. And I helped. Oh my goodness. But like... No, they're still pretty bad. Like chaps. I do have a delivery for you. Ah, this is a shipment I was waiting on from Quarry Mill. Heard the wagon ran afoul of some great monstrosity just over the path from the mirror planks, but I see you've managed to scrape together a few bits and pieces. Seems I can't get through 2 bells these days without hearing some new tale of horrors of deep crop or bandit cutthroats prowling the roads hereabout. Makes me wonder if the chocobos are safe at night, it does. If we're ever in need of adventurer's skills, I hope you'd be around to lend a hand. Ah, don't worry. Why not? Oh no, please gods no, Leia's egg. Chantal, you must help me. I stepped out of the stables for but a moment. When I returned, it was gone. What was gone? An egg. Sorry, you are sure the chocobos will lay another? Ah, you do not understand. The egg is extremely valuable. I must find it. You will help me, won't you, Chantal? Oh, thank you, thank you. Someone must have made off with it. There can be no other explanation. I shall scour every elm of the stable once more to be sure. While I do so, I should be very grateful if you would ask the others if they notice anything unusual. Hello, have you seen anything unusual? Hello. Chocobo egg is still missing? Well, let me think. Now that you mention it, the chocobos were making quite a racket earlier, so much and so I ran over to check on them, was almost flattening a passing peddler in my haste. I didn't find anything out of the ordinary, though. Oh, could I describe the peddler? He was an elephant fellow, didn't recognize his face, seemed awfully twitchy. Oh gods, you don't think he... Why in the hell didn't I accost him? Well, that's a good question. Seen anyone acting suspicious? I most certainly did laugh. The man it was running off towards the Tamtar deep croft. You say an egg was took? Well, then I say there was your culprit. But why would anyone pinch a chocobo egg without proper learning? It's damn near impossible to get one to hatch. Maybe they're gonna eat it. Or sell it. Oh no. Oh no. Have I seen any odd characters about, aside from yourself, I mean? Not that I recall. I did see someone calming the birds, but only from a distance. I assumed it was Luke a lot. But if you say he was away from the stables at the time, then who was that with the chocobos? Highly suspicious. Hello. There can be no mistake then. The egg was indeed stolen. And from what you have told me, this was no simple robbery. That the culprit should take only Leia's egg and disregard all the rest tells me you are dealing with someone well versed in chocobo breeding. I'm sorry to say the individual in question is like to be a citizen of my native Ishgard. Leia, you see, is of the bloodline of Oranos, one of the greatest birds ever to grace an Ishgardian stable. Many a man in my homeland would give his right arm to possess one of Leia's eggs. Gods, I should have foreseen this. We must give chase at once. Hold your chocobos, Luke-Lot. If this egg thief's from Ishgard, like you say, why'd he go running off towards Tamtar Deepcroft? Unless I've got my mental map upside down, that's the opposite direction. Well, yes, but he may seek to lay a false trail, or, the why of it is not important. Leia's egg is all that matters. Adventure, I beg of you, hunt the scoundrel down and take back what he stole. Well, at least you ain't planning on chasing after him yourself, wherever he's from. We may work wonders with our birds, Chantel, but acts of dare and do ain't exactly our field. If you don't mind, we'll leave that end of things to you. Sure. With luck, you may be able to catch the thief on the road to the Tamtar Deepcroft, but do be careful. We cannot be certain he is working alone in this. And go back. Okay. I think we're getting close to being done for the day. We'll see where might be a good spot to stop. Get this chocobo egg back. Leave me alone. Oh goodness. Hello. I've caught you at last, you spiteful imp. Now hand over the egg. You can't have it, Kupo. This egg belongs to Luke-Lot. Who in Halone's bloody fury are you? Oh, those sops at Bent Branch hired themselves an adventurer, did they? Oh my. Yet another complication. This farce has gone on long enough. Kill the Moogle and the farmer's hireling and bring me that damned egg. Damn, son. So rude. We've done it. Thank you, Kupo. What's that, Kupo? How did I come to be out here? Ah, well, this egg here is Leia's. Leia's a very special chocobo, in case you didn't know. Anyway, I was having a nap in the stables when that nasty fellow crept in and tried to steal it, Kupo. So I snatched it up as quickly as I could and made a run for it. I was planning to take it back to Bent Branch Meadows myself, but it might be safer if you did. I'm sure Lucelot would be very happy to see you. Leave it to me. I've done it. Return to Bent Branch. Zoop. Do you have the egg? Is it safe? Yes, it has the right coloring, the right weight. It is most definitely Leia's egg. I know not how to thank you. You had me worried for a bit there, Chantal. It's good to see you and the eggs back safe and sound. So I was correct in my assumption that an Ishgardian was involved, albeit one who did not, in fact, make off with the egg. Well, I could hardly have anticipated the intervention of a Moogle. Bugger me, it couldn't be the same one, couldn't? Might you have encountered our unlikely savior before, Keitha? Could be, one of them saved my hide back when the calamity struck. I was in a part of the woods we now call the Standing Courses that day. Seemed like the whole bleeding forest was ablaze, and I couldn't see a yalm in front of me for all the smoke, and I well given up hope I had. Then all of a sudden a Moogle appears out of nowhere, tugs at me smoldering sleeve, and leads me straight to a bit of the wood where the fire hadn't taken hold. And now, you know why the business is named Moogle's Gift Mounts. Seems like the least I could do. I'd be dead if it weren't for that plucky little bugger. Incredible. Well, it may well be the Moogle has stood vigil over us ever since that day. We better get back to work then. Wouldn't want to go letting our garden angel down, would we? Chantal, you have our thanks. Oh, and I believe Lucelot wants to give you a little something for your troubles. Leia's egg is irreplaceable. I cannot well express to you the depth of my gratitude. And yet I find I am still troubled. While this whole regrettable episode unfolded, I bore witness to a sight that greatly concerned me. My thanks for your kindness earlier. I hate to impose again, but I have need of your assistance in another matter, one of grave import, I fear. Of late, I have noticed that Ixali dirigibles have been appearing over the twelveswood with increasing regularity. The frequency, however, does not bother me so much as where they choose to fly, the patch of sky directly above the guardian tree. The tree is a sacred site, or so I was given to believe when I first came to Gridania, thus I naturally assumed the elementals would not suffer the Ixal to profane it. Yet the birdmen have been coming and going as they please, with nary a sign of protest from the guardians of the twelveswood. And it was that which set me to thinking. Ever since the appearance of the much-talked-about suspicious individual, many and more strange things have been occurring in the forest. Could it be he did something to the elementals? In case it prove useful, I have committed the details of my sightings to parchment. I would ask that you deliver the document to Mother Mion. Please make all haste. I have an irrepressible feeling that something terrible is about to happen. Can do so, baby doll. Although I think this is a perfect place to stop. Yep, so I will be back on Monday with another episode of MSQ. With another episode of MSQ Adventures. I'll have a seat, right? Oh no, I don't have my emotes set up. Ah, whoever joined just in time for me to be logging out. Well, yeah, I'll be back on Monday, most likely. Good to see you. Thanks for coming. Sorry I am done here.